and welcome to BSU TV today. They say that money can't buy happiness, which is true, but it's much more comfortable to cry in a BMW than it is on a bicycle. That's right, today we will be taking a look at the fascinating topic of finance. Now, although the word finance might send a shiver down your spine, it is essential that you learn how to budget for yourself. So up first, we have a couple of students who are here to tell us their experiences with money. That is, if they actually have some after the bust from last night. Please welcome Laura and Ollie. Thank you very much for coming along.
Thank you for having us.
So Laura, do you feel like you're good with money?
Oh, not at all. I end up buying stuff on Amazon when I'm drunk.
That's quite problematic. I mean, Ollie, do you have any advice or tips that might be able to help Laura in this situation?
I'd say budgeting's probably a good one to go for. I'm 22 and my mother budgets for me, so I definitely know she's doing it right. But unfortunately, I usually end up spending straight over that. But it helps for a bit.
Oh, cool.
So you speak about buying stuff on Amazon. What's the most exuberant thing that you've both bought?
Earlier today, I bought an elevation mask, which is essentially like a Bane mask that suffocates you whilst you run.
I mean, I guess it works for some people. Laura, how about you?
I ended up once buying an electric violin.
Can you play the violin?
Not at all, no.
Well, I mean, university might be the perfect time to start. Thank you very much for both of you coming along. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I'd like to thank our guests once again for taking the time out of their busy lives, but more importantly, the money out of their empty, empty pockets. And now, as part of our nature insert, we're off to the sunny city of Santander in Spain, where Dominic Hyam has been counting ants.
My name's Dominic Hyam. I'm a personal banker for Santander. I'm here to open bank accounts, answer any sort of general inquiries about banking and finance. The reason I'm on campus, Santander have an agreement with the university. Now this agreement in particular isn't just let's sell loads of bank accounts to all the students, it's let's help the students with the finances. A couple of the big ones are they've not managed their money correctly. Now this might be just a simple case of I go out too much, I get drunk, I spend far too much money. Other things are they've not really done their maths and figured in for household bills. This comes in second year more than first year. They don't know whether or not they should be using their overdraft or staying out of their overdraft. The main thing is it's okay to borrow money so long as you're responsible with it. Now being responsible with money comes hand in hand with being responsible with borrowing money. Do you know how much you've got coming in and going out each month? Are you budgeting for that? Have you got savings in case something bad happens? Have you got a car? Is it likely to break down? Have you got a mobile phone? Or you need a new one soon, same with a laptop, anything like that. Are you likely to lose X, Y and Z? And again, yeah, coming back to borrowing money, it's okay to use your overdraft so long as you use it within the parameters that are set out by the bank to say you can borrow, provided you pay it back.
So, there was a bit of a mix-up there. That was actually Dominic Hyam, accountant at Santander Bank, not Dominic Hyam counting ants in Santander, Spain. A little bit of a miscommunication. If you'd like to contact Dominic, he can be found at the campus bank, just outside of the refectory. And now, can you please put your hands together and make it rain? That is, if your student finance hasn't been delayed. For the comedy sensation, Rory Quinn.
So, student finance, where would I be without student finance? Probably not here. I wouldn't have enjoyed the best few years of my life. I mean, before I came, I can count the number of performances I did proper on my own. On one hand, I was in Cats, I was a Christmas chameleon for a nativity, I swear this is true, and Grease and Mamma Mia, and now because of university that's up to at least high double figures, because I was able to come to university, because I was able to join societies, because I was able to attend and perform in Edinburgh Fringe, biggest arts festival in the world, and that's going to be hard to top, especially as our current society seems to discourage creative work and not in an interesting and cool way. I mean, it's not going to be like I'm paying off the experience for the rest of my life anyway. Oh, wait a minute.
So, that was something to lighten the mood and help you forget about your crippling debt. Here at university, we're all in the same boat. I mean, it's slowly sinking, but I mean, since we've had a bit of an overdraft, let's set sail for Brokesville with a one-way ticket to Debtville.
Really bad. I'm better than her. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
To be quite frank, I've got the maxim, spend only when you actually need something. You need food, you need washing tablets, that sort of thing. Keep it to the sheerest minimum, so that then when you go out on a party, you have all the cash and you're not broke by the end of the night.
Food.
Yeah, food. Food. Yeah, definitely food. Food.
If I'm honest, on food, actually, just like pasta, for example, sort of perishables in tins, for example. I'm a nuclear apocalypse survivor, I like to say. Fallout player, that's what I always tell my mates.
Okay, so I've reached the bottom of mine and I won't get back out of it. So I work more now because I'm stressed about that as well.
No.
Depends. Mostly not, but you can make money with them if you put it into another bank account and get the interest off and then put it back in. But other than that, they're not really a good idea. So for most people, probably
quite
not.
dangerous, depending on your spending habits.
Yes, I guess so, actually. Especially with my DSA living allowance plus the student loans that everyone's entitled to, for example. I'm covered. I feel very covered.
I actually have. I was told about the Bath Hardship Fund, which is, I think all universities get given a hardship fund, and I got told how to apply and stuff, but other than that, there was no extra information.
Yeah?
No.
Definitely budget, make sure you know how much money you have a month.
Lidl.
Ask second years and third years about nigh on anything.
So, sorry about earlier. I think I went a bit overboard on those boat puns. Is it me or is it cold in here? Sorry, did I say cold? I meant poor. That's right, it's time for our weekly poverty report with Rich Van Money'sworth, bringing you the latest highs and lows down here on campus.
390, 400, 410, 420... Good morning, this is Rich Van Money'sworth with your weekly poverty report. Down here on campus, we've detected a large amount of poverty rising from the north and spreading into the Gardens area. Clouds of Waitrose vans are making their way up to the Gardens estates, whilst light breezes of £5 notes can be spotted just outside the bank. Saturday night, we're going to be experiencing lows of down to £8, but in a few days, when student finance comes in, we should be reaching highs of up to £8.99. Up here in the fine areas of campus, home to the suit-wearing Waitrose shoppers, the bank of mum and dad still continues to fund these extravagant spenders. The smell of Apple Macs and Bugatti perfume is potent. Meanwhile, down below in the slums known as Commons, the smell of Chinese brown laptops and ounce of smart price custard creams is clearly present. That's it for today's Poverty Report. I'm your host, Richie McRichface. Stay wealthy, Bath!
Thanks, Rich. Well, I mean, it looks like we're out of time and budget for today's show. So special thanks to our guests, Ollie, Rich, Laura and Rory for joining us on this finance-themed show. And join us again next week when we take a look at student life and ask the important questions such as, can I survive off a chicken and mushroom pot noodle? Do you really need to buy socks? And more importantly, will I get my deposit back if I'm sick on the walls? Thanks again for watching. We'll see you again soon.
I can't come out tonight, I'm saving up for this month's rent. I'm feeling energized, but NatWest says I'm already spent. I'm cleaning up the kitchen just to count the coppers on the floor. I'm stacking chips and still not winning, can I please go back to before?